In this video, I'm going to show you guys an insane method in order to get tons of points inside of this brand new team effort game. And as you can see, I've already gotten over 5,600. This has actually took me a little to no time to do, and I'm going to show you how you guys can do it for yourselves very quickly. As you guys know, with the brand new update, we got this reward system that actually allows you to submit different types of plans to get tons of rewards. And some of the rewards you can get in the team reward section are actually exclusive to this event, such as this gold waddling willow. The only way to get these seeds is literally by participating in this event, so it's going to be more rare than candy blossom, bone blossom, and all that. So make sure you subscribe, but let's get right into the video. Now, to explain how this event works, because it's a little bit confusing and I promise you may have not known some things. To start off, you can have up to 4 people in your team. Now, after you invite those 4 people, you are not able to change your team ever again for the duration of the event, and it lasts the entire week. So when you choose your team, make sure you're choosing people that are actually planning to grind the game. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be doing a lot of it yourself. And I don't even know if it's possible to finish the entire thing by yourself. I mean, you'll literally need to get 100,000 points in order to get the last reward in the team section. But the best part about this event is, as you can see, my teammate over here has a requirement of 250, while I have one of 1,000. You would think that it's going to be worse to have a higher requirement because it takes longer to fill up a box. Well, it is actually the opposite of that. It's a big advantage. The more you place in here, your requirement can actually increase. So right now I'm at 1,000. I don't even know if there's like a max to this, but it does keep going up every few times that you submit stuff. And when you have the ability to submit more stuff, you get more points. Now, when I submit like a full inventory right here, as you can see, I gain 209 points. And that is the exact number that goes in here, which is going towards me like filling up the next box. And the best part is it goes towards my team score as well as my own personal score. So it just keeps rising, bro. Now, as you can see in my rewards section, I've actually completed most of the rewards. There's only so few left, and I will actually be able to finish those very, very quickly too. And let me show you how you do exactly that. Because as the requirement increases, obviously you're gonna need to put more in. And over here, I've actually went ahead and built this little contraption farm, which I'm also gonna show you how to do. And this allows me to get points very quickly. For example, I come here and I fill up my inventory with these different types of plants. Now, I'm gonna show you in a specific way that you want to do this to maximize points. If I go over here, you can see that the points that one item can submit for is different. Right now, this melon is for 4 points. If I go to something else, some things are for 3 points, like this berry over here. And then this berry is for 4 points. This one's still for 4. This is for 3. You get the point. It changes every so often. And there's actually a specific reason for that. But first, let's go ahead and finish up this system over here. Because why am I walking so slow? Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and grab everything inside my little garden, and we're actually gonna go fill it up to where we have 1,000, and that way our timer starts again. And I'm gonna show you exactly what that is. All right, 825. Look at how much we've gone up in points. So I can literally gain 1,000 points every time I fill one up, and that can even rise, bro. Like, if the requirement goes higher than 1,000, I am able to do it more, which is just insanely OP. There we go. We have filled it up. And as you can see, me filling it up actually unlocked a new reward tier for the candy packaging event. And as you can see, my cap has increased to 1,250 for the next time. So that means the next packaging that I'm able to do in 30 minutes, I can put 1,250 worth of points. Now, how do you actually keep up with this? If you haven't noticed that my garden right now, when I go to fill this up, it's actually not quite enough, and this is a little bit problematic, and you're gonna want to get it to the point where you're earning enough points. Now, I'm actually gonna go ahead and collect an Easter chocolate coconut here, and where is that at? Okay, here it is, and we're actually gonna just compare it to a normal berry in a few different aspects. For me to be able to do this, I am gonna skip the packaging. I highly recommend you guys don't do this. I mean, you are gonna need to wait like 30 minutes anyway, and I'm gonna explain why for that. But as you can see, this coconut that's in my hand is worth 4 points. And keep in mind, this is a legendary rarity. But if I also try this berry, it is also worth 4 points. So it actually does not matter on what you submit in terms of its rarity. Instead, it takes into effect the size as well as the amount of mutations that may be on your plant. So if you're not getting what I'm saying right now, that means the only plant you need to buy for this event is the Easter chocolate berry or something that consistently reproduces. And I mean, like, it continues growing over and over again. Like, I could get an Easter egg fruit and let it grow, but it takes forever to do. Or I could get a chocolate berry where it literally regrows with just a few watering cans. I actually went ahead and separated my garden specifically for this. That way I'm able to do multiple things. One of the reasons I separated my garden was for this event, an area where I could just plant a bunch of stuff that is specifically going to be used for this event. The other area that I have made was specifically for the candy blossom stuff. And that would actually just be, you know, putting in sugar melons and stuff like that. And the last area where there is those giant balls of coconut, this area is actually meant for money making, hence why I have a lot of mutations on this stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is significantly expand this area. And you actually want to make sure that you leave a little bit of tiny spaces in between each plant. And I'm going to explain why. But what we're going to go ahead and do, and for this, you can go ahead even place down like sprinklers. I like to do this because that way the plants grow pretty big. And there we go. I'm going to place a master, grandmaster. What else do we want? Just normal sprinklers. You don't have to do this to begin with, but if you do like your plants being pretty big, which I do, I highly recommend it. And I'm gonna place the basic ones over here because the radius is very small. Now what we're gonna do is get out our berry seeds, and the way you just do this, bro, is set up like an auto clicker on the stock shop, and it is gonna give you tons of seed very quickly. Where are all my seeds, bro? Okay, I don't know why it doesn't show the number on this, but I have 55 of them, which means I can literally just come back here, bro, and spam a ton of these down. And you want to make it as compact as possible, that way, you know, you have a lot of space for stuff. But that might actually be bad that I did place the sprinklers. Oh god, I should have thought about that, huh? But it's fine. It really does not matter. And I'm just gonna go ahead and plant this all the way around. Keep in mind, the only seed you need for this is just the berry seeds. You can get better ones if you prefer, but it's not really gonna make a difference for this specific event. And look, all I'm gonna do is literally just press down a few watering cans, and look at how fast all of these plants grow, bro. And not only that, the berries itself is gonna be massive, like this one over here. This berry now is worth 5 points because of its size. Since it's so big, it's gonna be worth a lot more than most other things inside of my garden. And not only that, they do come out as golden stuff, which I think might actually have a factor. Oh my gosh, this is big. Wait, let's see how much this giant berry sells for. Here we go. Let's go over here to the shop, and this one, yeah, like I said, it keeps going higher based on the size, so this is worth 6 points. If you also get plants that are just naturally growing a whole lot bigger, for example, if I want to go ahead and do chocolate coconut seeds, like I can go ahead and plant those down, and typically the coconuts do grow as a far bigger size than many other plants. Oh god, I didn't really leave much space here, bro. I should have thought this through out a little bit better, but okay, let's go just plant it like somewhere here. Come on, can we fit it? Yes, we can. Okay, there we go. We got them planted down. That's good enough. And as you can see, look at how big these berries are. And since I used the sprinklers, all my chocolate coconuts are grown. So now it's just the plant itself coming out. And look at how tall it can get, bro. You actually don't want it to be super tall, but it does happen sometimes. It just makes it a little bit harder to climb. And look how big this one is, bro. First, let's go ahead and just sell our inventory so that way we can clear it out. There we go. That was 152 points. And if I go ahead and pick up this coconut with the gold modifier, let's go ahead and place it down. As you can see, this thing goes for 7 points. Earlier in the video, we were selling stuff for 3 to 4 points. This is far more. But what if I told you you could make this even more insane? And I really mean a whole lot more insane. The way you're actually going to do this is by using the chocolate sprinklers. Now, if you don't have any of these, I'm going to show you how to get them real quick. One of the best ways is through the egg war, which this happens every hour, but every time you collect a bunch of eggs, there's a very good chance that, you can get the chocolate sprinkler. It does typically come out the eggs that are of lower rarity too, such as the rare or the legendary ones, but you can get 2 and sometimes even 3. I don't know why this doesn't show as many eggs as possible. There's different types of eggs that can spawn that are not in that list, which is a little bit weird, but if you collect those, there's a good chance you get sprinklers. And if not, you can just auto collect or auto click inside of the shop. The chocolate sprinkler is a rare and it stocks very commonly, so all you do is just keep pressing the no stock button until you get a bunch. But look at how fat this coconut right here is, bro, and it's fully grown. But we are gonna go ahead and apply the chocolate mutation to all of these, and oh my gosh, look at that, dude. Everything now has chocolate on it, and this has the ability to make the plant worth a bit more points. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take the Easter chocolate. This one is literally over, how many kilograms is that, bro? That's like 126. So yeah, this is very big, and this right here is worth 6 points. Wow, I thought it would actually be more than the berry, but surprisingly not. As you can see, though, some things, yeah, since this one, I mean, is gold, it's worth 7. It's insane, bro. It just goes higher and higher. And if I submit just those plants, I got 18 points from just 3 plants. Now, let's go ahead and pick up everything just to show y'all how insane this gets. And by the way, I do like placing sprinklers down when I'm picking them up. That way, the things that regrow also get a bunch of mutations. But since I do believe I have enough plants, I'm not really going to worry about that right now. And we're just going to hold down E and collect everything. That's all I'm doing. There we go. My backpack's full. Let's go sell it and put it in here. And as you can see, we got 259. Earlier in the video, from one batch, I was getting around 180. This is 70 more points, and I have a whole lot more plants that I can actually offer to the NPC, meaning that just in a few times of like stocking my inventory, I should be able to fill it up. There we go. 248 points from that. And then we go back to my garden and just keep holding down E and filling up my inventory. There we go. Submit all. 899. We're getting there, bro. My requirement did go up, so I do have the ability to put more things in. Let me get all those coconuts. And oh my gosh, that's a huge melon, dude. Sometimes maybe you don't want to get it too big because it makes it hard to collect. But there we go. We are almost done, and we're just going to collect the remainders. Boom, boom, boom. There it is, bro. That should be enough, but just in case, let's go and get a little bit more. There we go. My inventory's full. This should be enough. Boom, and there we go. We are at the next tier, which means 1,400 is the next amount I can put in there. And from a video that we started at around 6,000 points, we have moved all the way up to nearly 8,000 points, and all of that in just the span of a few minutes. And since you do have to wait 30 minutes, which is an okay part, your plants will all regrow back, even like your coconuts. Most of it will regrow back, and once you do use it all, when you don't have enough, you just simply use a few watering cans, bro, or even sprinklers if you want to get big sizes for more points. And they grow very fast from sprinklers, so I like to collect a full inventory. That way they can already start regrowing. And as you can see, I'm just watering it, and look how fast it's coming back on this side. And my inventory is full now, so hypothetically, I could wait here until the 30 minutes is up and do it again all over again. If you guys also want to make this process faster, I highly recommend you upgrade your inventory slots option over here. This allows you to simply just carry more things in your inventory at once. That way it doesn't say your backpack filled up as fast. You can also actually upgrade this inside of the garden coin shop at the Garden Ascension. I know nobody remembers this thing anymore. Now I'm gonna go ahead, sit here real quick and do this for around 2 hours, meaning 4 times of this restocking, and come back to you guys as soon as I'm done. Oh, and also I'm very close to getting a what's it called, another candy blossom. So here we go. I'm gonna also go ahead and finish this thing. That way we get a candy blossom shard on top of that, and let's see how much points I can get in 4 hours. All right, it's been a little while. It's actually only been around an hour and a half because I went AFK, so I wouldn't be able to do this 4 times in 2 hours. I can only do it 3 times. And right now, my requirement, it requires 1,500, which is good. Keep in mind, the higher the number, the better. That means you get to put in more before you have to wait for the stupid 30-minute timer. But at the same time, I am about to actually finish getting a candy blossom. And the only requirement left is to get an Easter chocolate coconut that's at least 14 kilograms. And I feel like this guy up here should have it. This I think says it's 18 kilograms. You can't really read it well, but here we go. Let's try submitting it. Take this plant, please. Yes, there we go. And we should get the shard. Boom, we got a candy blossom shard. And now all we do is come back here, submit golden eggs and shards. Wait, hello, can I please see the menu? I believe I do have enough golden eggs. I have made several videos on this, so I highly recommend you guys check it out. But you're literally able to do both things while waiting for you know, your timer to reset. So there we go. We got the 50 eggs in there and the shard. There we go. Give me my candy blossoms. There it is. Look at how easy that was. Now I'm not actually gonna plant it down. I'm gonna keep it for now because right now I want to go ahead and fill this thing up. And actually, I was going to expand my berry collection here, and this is something you guys can do if you actually don't want to put up with the hassle of like placing sprinklers every time so they're big. Instead, you can just make your garden even bigger. That way more things can fit in here, and that way you have more berries and stuff like that to sell at once. And this still works just as well, and I'm trying to fill up as much space as possible. Keep in mind, bro, this event's gonna be gone after this week, so you might as well make all the use you can. And there we go. Boom, boom, bada boom. And then I still have so many of these seeds. I have 5 more. But yeah, finally we are almost done planting all of them, dude. There we go. Look at how much berries there is. And this entire section is simply just being used for this event. Look at like how tall my tower is in comparison to like this person here. He has 330 points. I have 10,000 almost. And actually, if I fill this up one more time, I will have more than 10,000, which is really, really insane. And talking about getting mutations, if you guys have cosmetics like the fall fountain, you might be wondering why I have it here. And that's because the fall fountain actually gives a fall mutation to my plants. There's a chance that every few minutes, it can apply the fall mutation, and that just helps overall. So if you do have, you know, cosmetics that do that kind of stuff, definitely place them down because you obviously can't use pets in this update, so you might as well use cosmetics. All right, here we go. Submit it all. Boom, 230 points. And I literally just have a finite amount of berries here, bro. I can just come here and keep grabbing it. It's infinite. There we go. Another 225. I think if I do this like 2 more times, it should be enough to put everything in there and just be completely done with it. Boom. Inventory's full again. Bring it back. Yup. If I just do it literally 1 more time, bro, I should have way more than enough. There we go. Boom. And then just put everything in there. And look at that, bro. We got another reward tier. Now it's 1,600. So like I said, it just keeps rising and rising, bro. But I highly recommend if you do want these seeds that you actually do this. This is the only way to get them. After this update, they are going to be completely gone. But my only wish is that this video helped you guys earn a ton of points. And if it did, please go and watch this video on the screen right here. I went to pick it for you myself, and I really think you're going to enjoy it. Also, make sure you subscribe for more videos, bro. Until then, hurry up and pick one. This video is about to end. Bye! Hurry, pick one.